What's up, everybody? It's the Digital World Podcast. And I was thinking today, a lot of things are transpiring. I have one story for you. My university, which was told to me by a friend of mine, university, we used to have an all you can eat buffet, and there would be a lot of food selection. Nowadays, with the increasing prices, apparently they're increasing their prices, but there's less food available, which is a um, microcosm. What's the word? Microcosm. Anyways, it's a small example of the bigger problem at hand, where you see increase in prices for materials, but there's less amounts. For example, a canned good, increase in price, but instead of 12 fluid ounces, you now have 8 fluid ounces, for example. So there's a percentage reduction, and that just goes to show the state of the world that we're living in, and it's gonna get worse before it gets better. And in this video, I want you to pay close attention, because there's this illusion that if you hold on to dollars, right, and save, that you'll be good. Which back then, like before we got off the gold standard officially in the 70s, yeah, saving was good because your money was not as devalued as it is now. And so nowadays, people are at risk. If you watch Mike Maloney or Robert Kiyosaki, you'll see that people are at risk of losing their pensions. And if they're not careful and make the right moves adequately, they will have lost everything. And it's a tale as old as time. So check this video out.
During George W. Bush's reign, the new currency was printed. It was supposed to be released earlier, and that was scrubbed, and the Treasury has printed money that states the United States Treasury. There is no Federal Reserve on it whatsoever. It hasn't been issued yet because Congress has not passed the law backing the money by gold. I believe it's H.R. 520A, which was introduced in 2018 by Trump, the Trump administration, to put asset-backed assets, gold and silver, to back the new currency. Now, had they done that, you would be living in a different world today. That's why we don't see the currency yet. But this is why they're taking everything down. Now, when they take down the dollar, which is inevitable, there will be no choice but to go to the new currency. For example, what is the actual national debt of the United States of America? It's $265 trillion. Do you know what the fire sale of the entire United States is? Everything in it, $193 trillion. This is why nobody wants the dollar, because they know overseas, they know they're already moving to an asset-backed system. Switzerland's always been on one. Okay, England was on one for the longest period of time. They took it off when they joined the EU. They're no longer part of the EU. They're going back to the sterling silver standard. Okay, Russia is gold back. China's going gold back. Brazil's going gold back. India is going gold back. Vietnamese dong is going asset back using oil. Iraq is going to be asset back with gold and oil. So they're all in the process. The issue, sir, is that most people in this room have no idea what's going on because you have to look for it. The media in this country is crap. That's why we don't know. But these things are going on all over the world. In fact, Germany just announced that they're going to be joining BRICS. That's the end of the...
Okay, and so when this transition happens, and I don't know about what he's saying of the new currency or whatnot. It seems like a lot of what happens in the world is pre-planned way ahead of time. But the fact of the matter is, there is going to be a currency crisis. Currently, there is a currency crisis. And when push comes to shove, is your dollar going to be worth anything? Obviously, right now, if you look at the Dixie, it's stronger, but it's stronger in comparison to the basket of currencies that it's being measured up against. But it's still falling, and so that's why this old system is dying, and they're getting ready to usher in the new system, the new financial system, which will be digital CBDCs. And so that's why you see hordes of people going towards tangible wealth. Sure, you can have crypto, you can have stocks, whatever. But in a market crash, you want to be in tangible goods, especially when it's changing of the guard when it comes to like currencies, or else you'll lose everything. So remember, it's just an IOU, it's just paper, not backed by anything. So you got to be able to make the right moves at the right time. So that being said, thank you for watching. Like and subscribe to the channel. It's the Digital World Podcast, and I'll see you in the next episode.